What's up, friends? I'm Cedric, and I love classic men's style. If you came to this channel, you must too. So, let's get it. It's the new year, 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. And now you have decided to upgrade your style. You've just started your own crazy journey through the world of classic men's style. But how do you start? Where do you start? What do you start with? That is what I am going to help you with today. There is someone in the hallway. My style journey started when I was about 16 and I watched The Mentalist. I thought he looked so cool. He wore a suit, no tie, three-piece usually, dark blue linen, and I was like, damn, he looks suave. He just looked cool. So I wanted to look like that. What I did was I bought my first waistcoat and I wore that together with pair of trousers and a jacket, and I felt like $1 million. And then I decided to wear the jacket to school, and everyone went crazy. Everyone was like, you can't wear that here. What, you look ridiculous, like you're a businessman, like you have a job, and blah 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 blah. And I didn't like it, the way people talked to me. I felt like they were making fun of me, which honestly they were. I decided not to wear that blazer again until the summer when I was 18. I wore the blazer with similar trousers. It felt like I was wearing a suit. I felt like $1 million. I felt so cool. I felt so suave. I decided I'm going to uni now. I'm going to start dressing the way I want to. No one knows me there, so no one will judge me. No one will think I'm trying to be someone I'm not. And that's actually my first piece of advice. Pick a moment of change. I think if this is the moment you've chosen to start changing your style, the start of the new year, perfect time. If people comment on the way you dress, you can just tell them, New Year's resolution, I'm trying something new. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If I don't like it, I don't like it. That way, you don't come off as I'm trying to be someone I'm not. It's more like, I'm trying something new, which is always good. My second piece of advice is make mistakes and have fun. A lot of YouTube channels about style, they tell you if you buy a suit, you should start with a navy suit and then maybe a charcoal grey one and then maybe a lighter grey one. They'll tell you to stick to the basics and to avoid making the mistake of buying a black suit for your first suit, which is not bad advice. The black suit is one of the least stylish ones. And I know that because I made the mistake of buying a black suit. And I've made a lot of other mistakes. But that's okay. It's a journey. You're not gonna nail it the first time, and actually, it's good that you make mistakes. You might buy something that you think looks cool now, and after a few months, maybe you'll say, oh shit, I shouldn't have bought that, that looks ridiculous, but it feels good to wear it, and that's the most important thing. If you like wearing it, wear it. Who cares about what other people think? So that's my second piece of advice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because you will make mistakes. My third piece of advice is don't start with something like this. The piece of advice to buy a navy suit or buy a grey suit, there's a reason why they tell you to do this. It's because it fits with a lot of things. This waistcoat does not match with a lot of things. So if you've just started, go for your greys, your navies, or wear brown. Brown is such an underrated color. It goes with so many things. With white, with blue, reds, greens, sand color. So my advice would be buy something versatile, but it doesn't necessarily have to be navy or charcoal or something like that. My fourth piece of advice is don't go all the way already. Start with maybe a shirt, You used to wear a t-shirt. Now you move on to a dress shirt. After a week, you might wear that dress shirt with chinos or a jacket. It doesn't have to be a double-breasted jacket with like big lapels or something loud. No. Keep it simple. For example, this jacket, it's brown and it has suede-like velvety, really soft texture that people like to touch. It's a very nice jacket because it's pretty casual. Maybe you can throw in tweed, maybe throw in a tweed waistcoat or a jacket and build up in small increments. Don't start wearing a tie if you've gone from a shirt and a hoodie. Don't all of a sudden go to a suit and tie. That's gonna look weird no matter when you do it. It's not just for other people to get used to, it's also for yourself. The most important thing when wearing classic style is confidence. The clothing help with that. Wearing a suit makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you stand up. It makes you feel like you're the man. It also makes you look better. It builds up the chest, narrows down the waist. But if you're going to wear a suit out of context to everyday occasions, for example, to have a drink with your friends, when they're not used to seeing you like that, you are going to start thinking about what they are thinking. You are going to start doubting yourself, and you don't want to doubt yourself. You want to be sure of yourself. And the way you do that is by building it up slowly. Generally speaking, people are very positive when you upgrade your style. They'll tell you, oh, hey, that's new, I like it. And your confidence will start to grow. You'll notice at which speed you can move to the next stage of your development, but don't try to rush it. And that actually brings me to my final point. Don't go to a store and buy an entire new wardrobe. That's not gonna work. Because first of all, you're gonna make mistakes. And now you've got an entire wardrobe with clothes that you thought looked good, but the more you learn about classic style, the more you realize this suit doesn't fit the way I want it to. I don't actually know how to match this shirt with anything else in my wardrobe. Or I can only match that with that, but I don't really like wearing that. Things like that. Or maybe your style changes. Maybe you've bought your entire wardrobe and it's very traditional English, right? It's very strong, built up chest and good shoulders, and it gives you very strong posture and things like that. And you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I look like $1,000,000, and you love it. Maybe then, after a few months, as you learn more about classic style, you realize you actually prefer the Italian style, which is a bit more relaxed, which is a bit looser, which is more comfortable at times. And now you have an entire wardrobe filled with suits with a very different style. Now, you're not going to stop wearing those suits if, they're nice suits. But you have an entire wardrobe full of clothes that don't look the way you want to look. And the best way to start is just 1 or 2 items at a time. You buy a jacket, you don't buy a jacket for another few weeks. Now you've got your basic wardrobe. Where do you go from here? I've got my basics. My basics are covered. Now I can buy more stuff, right? Wrong. Because what you want to do now, get on Pinterest. Look up outfits with the clothes that you own. So, for example, I had the brown jacket. Are there any other ways to style it that I hadn't thought of? I typed in brown blazer, brown suit jacket, brown sport coat. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, punch that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't, which you probably haven't because this is my first video. Feel free to ring the bell notification so when my next video pops up, you'll be notified. That's it for me. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll see you later.